Well, you're absolutely right. The National Day, Golden Week is one of the three biggest demand shocks of the year for services, alongside, the Lunar New Year and the May Day. It concentrates travel, dining, shopping, culture, and entertainment into typically a week-long window. But because of the overlapping with the mid-autumn this year, it's now 8 days. In China, the employers mostly give the breaks to their employees, during these 3 week-long holidays. So people indeed go out relatively, concentration on their travels. As you have already reported, transportation authorities are expecting unprecedented mobility. The railway ministry, I think, plans about over 200 million passenger trips, and there is also a unprecedented forecast of air travel. So, but the numbers so far are not available the second day, and we are at 8:30 a.m. in the morning of the second day. So, but if comparison is useful, last year the same holiday generated over, I think, 700 billion yuan in domestic tourism revenue. So what happens this week really does move the needle on
Indeed. Let's talk about
and confidence heading into the final quarter.
Yeah, let's talk about some of the key spending trends that you're seeing this year. What are people buying, and how are their traveler choices evolving? So many people going by car.
Yes, indeed. I think first of all, it's what we call, experience-based spending, including, of course, hotel stays, restaurants, cultural revenues, concerts, and other activities, especially those popular with, the Chinese version of Gen Z. Meituan, a domestic travel platform, data shows, National Day bookings run really hot, and the consumers born after the 2000 account for over 60% of orders. And there is also a reporting of high-end hotel bookings up over 100% year on year. So this sort of, cultural relic tours and other travel experience are trending. I think secondly, there is also the outbound travel boom. For example, China's close neighbors, South Korea and Japan, they've relaxed their travel visa for Chinese consumers. So people are talking about going to South Korea, to Japan, and of course other places around the world. And domestically, I think there is a destination mix. Bookings have surged in, from the southern end of Hainan province to the western of Xinjiang and to the north in Inner Mongolia, alongside, the Euro urban favorites, Beijing, Shanghai, and Chengdu.
There's so much to do for people outside China who don't realize how big this is and how important it is. Talk a bit about the role of government policies or local initiatives, how they are playing in encouraging consumer spending during this important holiday period.
Well, I think policy support is visible at different levels. First of all, economists agree that domestic consumption is like one of the key pillars of the Chinese economy. It is also one of the reasons that the economy still needs some acceleration. So there are national consumption programs, some of which are dedicated to this travel season, and sometimes and others also involve trade-in scheme that supports consumer spending for home appliance, including digital services, smartphones. And also, the authorities have earmarked a lot of money centrally for 2025, and is guiding a broader billion yuan special treasury fund to look at different regions to keep payouts steady. And on the targeted holiday stimulus, the Ministry of Culture and Tourism launched a national consumption month around the Golden Week. And there are also structural incentives. For example, the EV purchase tax exemptions are still in place, and visa-free travel now covers a lot of countries, including I think the majority of EU member states, and there is 240-hour visa-free transit for even more countries into China. So both inbound and domestic tourism ecosystems are seeing injection of vitality.